U. I'm going to extend that out to about here. Just by moving the texture and then painting over it a little. I'll bake that down. Okay. Now we do see the inside here, so we have to do that as well. Again, I'm just going to come in a bit and angle it just up slightly. I'll do a test just here to make sure I'm painting on the center part of the model. Just bake that in. And I am, so that's good. Bake that down. Okay, I'm just going to move that to there. Bake that down. Again, I'm just rotating the model around so I'm looking directly front on. Going to move you to there. We'll bake that down. And I'm going to come along to here, I think. Paint that in. Looks like I may have to move the texture a little. Bake that down. That is that one there. And that one can go up to the edge like that. Okay, we'll bake that down. Now the top and the bottom. Let's start at the bottom, I think. Again, I'm looking front onto the model, looking at this bottom piece just through here to start with, the front of the bottom piece. And we're going to do that with one color, I think. We may be able to work with these smaller bricks. They might work quite well. Let's have a look here. Again, because masking is on, I'm not concerned with the with what's happening at the tops and the sides here, just the front. Bake that down. Again, I'm just angling the model forward just a little bit. Just going to rotate that texture slightly. We'll bake it down. Bake that down. Okay, we'll bake that down. Now we'll move up to the top. I'm just going to angle it up. bit like that. We'll move in a little. Okay. Bake it down. And again, I'm just rotating the model around, so I'm looking directly at it, and I'm looking through the texture here to the model underneath to line my texture up. Bake that down. I'm going to rotate my texture a bit. A little bit more. We'll bake that down. Rotate it back around a little. And this bit here on the end. I think just there like that. Okay, we'll bake that down. Let's move around to the other side. Again, we'll start on the bottom. Bake it down. I'll rotate my texture just a little. And bake it down. So I'm always rotating the model and always slightly rotating the texture. I'm just being careful not to go too high because I don't want to paint over those bricks in the background. Take that down. Back to here. Just rotate that slightly. Bake it down. And these ones here on the end, let's go with you, I think. Okay, we'll bake that down. I'll move to the top, rotate our model around, angle it up slightly, rotate our texture just a little. Bake that down. Again, I'm just going to position my model here. Alright, rotate our texture around just a little bit. Maybe move it up to here. And bake it down. Rotate the texture around. Maybe move it to around here. Okay, bake that down. And maybe here. Okay, we'll bake that down. Alright, now for the top. For the top, I'm actually going to throw on a new layer. Again, I'm going to work at a bit of an angle here. Let me see. I think we will rotate that around. Just going to bake that down. Rotate that around a bit more. Paint that through there. Okay. Going to move you. Rotate that back around just a little. Move that back in just a little. You see I'm lining up that line here with the one that runs down the side, so it looks a little bit more natural. Okay, rotate that around. This line here I want to bring in a little bit. Bake that down. Alright, we'll rotate that back around. Around there. I want to move this line down to about here. And bake that down. This one, we'll just change the color a little. I'm going to pull that line into around about here. I may actually put a line in here as well. Okay. This one we'll swap out the color again. I'm just going to rotate the texture a little bit, maybe a little bit more. This one may move down just slightly. And this one on the end. Let's choose a different texture. Let's go with this one here at the very end. So we'll start it around here. We'll just move it along to about here. Bake that down. Alright. Now we just have the ones on the inside to worry about, but what we might do with that is throw on a new layer. I'm just going to quickly save our project here. Let's go with a different type of texture in there, I think. Not that one. No, not that one. No, not that one. No, not that one. What we might actually do, I think, instead of putting a texture, we'll put a dirt map in there. So we'll use an alpha map to create a dirt map. This might work. Just going to scale it in and rotate it around. Pull in on our model. Scale it down. Okay, angle it a bit more. Let's paint that in. Bake it down. Bake it down. Bake that down. Okay, we'll bake that down. Move to the end here. Okay, we'll bake that down. Before I do any mixing on that, I'm going to move in to the opposite side here and do the same thing. Zoom in a bit. Rotate our texture back around this way. Paint that in. Bake that down. Okay, rotate you and paint you in, back you down. Bake it down. I'm keeping the model at an angle here so that the masking is taking full effect. The lighter the mask color, that red mask, the more that the texture will bleed onto the next one. So that I could paint on that. It would paint lightly on that side, dark like that. I'm not painting at all on the sides, which is what I want. I don't want to be painting on what I've already done. Okay, a bit on the end here. We'll bake that down. And I'm going to do the top here now. Rotate it around. Bake it down. Rotate it around. Okay, and bake that down. Bake it down. Just remembering to rotate the texture as I move along the model, so that the texture more or less follows the curvature of the model that I'm painting on. Okay. This bit here at the end, bake that down. I just have to do the same thing on this side. Rotate it around like that. And bake that down. Bake that down. Bake that down. Rotate the texture. Bake it down. Bake it down. Bit here on the end. Bake that down. Alright, now just going to move that out of the way for a moment. Just going to quickly save this project. Let's play with our blending modes a bit. back a little bit. Okay. Just going to turn off masking so I can get a better look at the model. Followed it through there. Now I just have to make sure I follow it through here. So I'm just going to throw a new layer on. Go back to our original texture. Which I think is this one. Yep. Just going to scale it up a bit. Now I want to follow these lines from the side to the top around to this side. So this line here, I know there should be a break here. So I'm going to scale it up. I am actually going to turn masking back on just to be on the safe side. Alright. I'm just going to be careful here that I don't paint over this centerpiece. I'm only looking at that line there. So, and I need to see the top so I can see where I need to do the join. Scale it up a bit. I'm working on a new layer in case I make a mistake and need to fix it. Okay. This piece here. Normally I'd recommend you do it this way, but I can't see the line if I paint like that, so I've just got to be careful. This one, I might scale that texture up just a bit. This one. This one here, let's go with that one there. Let's go with this one here. This one, let's go with you. And I just want to do a bit of correction on that top texture as well. That line on the top texture. So I'm just going to swap that out for a different one. I'm just going to scale it up. Scale it up a bit more. rotate that around a little. And just pop it in there a little bit more. Okay, let's work with you through here. And you through here. Just going to go over that. Okay. There's just a couple of lines in here that need to be removed, so I'm just going to angle that up like that. And zoom out a little on my texture and move it so I can see where I'm painting. Rotate it around. Scale it up a bit more. Paint in there. Same with this bit just here. Rotate it around. Just paint over that bit there. And the same with this bit just on the end. So there might be just a couple in here as well, so that's okay, that's okay. Just here. Let's move up to here. Again, I'm just going to turn off shading so I can get a better look at the model. Scale it out. Alright, we're not worrying about the base here, that's always hidden, you'll never see it. And you can't see the ends either, so because there are columns on either end, so well, and this bit goes into the wall. Let's save our project there. And I'm going to export flattened, export everything flattened. We're in our stairs folder. I'm just going to star it so I can see. This is lower stair border right, lower. Where is our, oh, here we go, lower stair border right. Couldn't find it for a minute. I'm going to rename it underscore painted.tga. Or export all patches. Okay, we've saved our project. Right, I'm just going to jump quickly back into 3D Studio Max. We will low stair border painted, that's the one we want right there. Okay. And I don't know, I think we might have forgotten to do the channel? No, we did the channel info. Okay. There we go. We just didn't assign the texture. All right, that's not too bad. We may work on the colors a little bit. Might be a bit too, maybe pull in a bit of brown, but it's not too bad. We might leave it there for today, guys. I will be back on again tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific time in the US. Hope you enjoyed the stream. If you want to know when I'm just 15 minutes before I go live, I always post to my Twitter page. Any streams you miss, I post to my Twitch uploads, video upload section, as well as my YouTube channel. All the links are at the bottom of my Twitch page. Hey Northern Dream 55, how's things? I'm just about to finish the stream, so I will be back on again tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific time in the US if you want to pop back in and have a chat then. That's always cool. Always like chatting to people. So yeah, my Twitter page, I always post just before I go live. I will be back on again tomorrow at 5 p.m. So I hope to see you guys then. Thanks.